Peter Bleacher leads tonight. My first question goes to you. Peter Bleacher, a lot of people think that the government of India is deliberately not trying to get Kim Davy back, because if Kim Davy comes back, the whole pack of cards will fall and all the details of how the central government conspired to bring down a state government will be out. Do you agree with that view?
Yes, I do agree with that view. Yes, indeed. You know, it's been common knowledge for a very, very long time, almost from within a month or so of the arms drop, that Kim Davy was sitting in Copenhagen. But the CBI consistently told the Indian courts, all the way up to the Supreme Court in Delhi, that they didn't know where Kim Davy was. They clearly did know where he was, and there can only be one possible reason why they did that, and that's because they didn't want him to come on trial.
So you're saying the CBI actually deliberately conspired to keep Kim Davy out of India while pretending to the people of India that it's trying as hard as possible?
Well, absolutely. I have a collection of newspaper cuttings from the time where the CBI regularly told the press in India that they were chasing Kim Davy in Australia, in Scandinavia, in America. In reality, they weren't chasing him anywhere at all, that he was sitting in his flat in Copenhagen.
Isn't that shameful, Joginder Singh? Isn't that absolutely shameful that the CBI should try to cover up and fool the people of this country?
First of all, I don't believe a word of what he's saying.
Who's saying?
For the simple reason
Peter
that Indian police or CBI has no jurisdiction either in Australia or in England or in Denmark. The Interpol had issued lookout notices for him, and it was sent to the local police also. So it is not that we can send somebody itself and say, where is he hiding it here? We have no legal jurisdiction. We can't trespass on another country's territory. And secondly, to say that government of India is party to that, I think is the height of stupidity.
Why?
In a democratically elected government, nothing of this kind can happen.
Really?
At least nothing on the CBI file showed because 1996 to 97.
Mr. Bleach, you want to respond to that?
No, I'm not trying to protect anybody.
One second. Mr. Peter Bleach,
yes, I'll respond to that.
Responding to Joginder Singh on this one, right on top for our viewers joining us tonight. I want to keep recapping the story. 18 years back in your own country, a large amount of arms was airdropped from the sky, and the charge is that this was a conspiracy which the then Congress government under Narasimha Rao was aware of, that this was a conspiracy to somehow try and bring down the communist government in Bengal. Nothing has really been proven. The principal conspirator fled the country. The charges that the government allowed him to flee. Now tonight on the news hour, Peter Bleach, who was part of that operation, says the CBI was part of the plot to cover up and fool the people of India. CBI Director Joginder Singh says he's let him.
He's totally wrong, because I was the director at that time and we are investigating it.
Really?
There is no question of fooling. If
really?
They were all sentenced here, but it is another policy of the government to pardon Bleach and 5 Lithuanians also.
Mr. Joginder Singh, you're forcing me to ask you a very direct question. I'm going to ask you.
Please do that. Please do that.
If you don't mind. And Peter Bleach will respond to this. My information is that the CBI under you used to have a, selective memory, Mr. Joginder Singh. Don't mind my saying so. Is it true?
No.
You're laughing.
You see,
Thank you. I take every smile of yours as a compliment.
It is something to be laughed at.
Thank you.
I mean, there's no question of selective memory. It's all in the files.
Really?
It's all in the here.
Where was the confessional statement of Peter Bleach, which was typed out by Peter Bleach, which magically resurfaced as part of a CBI investigation, which the CBI earlier said never existed? Peter Bleach, am I correct? Is it true that your confessional statement was available with the CBI, but the CBI said it never existed?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And let me just respond to what Mr. Joginder Singh said earlier. You know, if he's talking about the height of stupidity, the height of stupidity is for a respected policeman like Mr. Singh to pretend to the Indian people that he doesn't know that the CBI told the Indian courts that Kim Davy was on the run in Africa, in Australia.
Small correction.
That was an absolute flagrant lie, and he knows it.
Made before
it's not a question of what I say, it's a question of what is on the record of the courts.
No, you are right. You may be right.
I told the court in writing
made before
that Kim Davy was not there.
In the court of law.
So,
no,
just check the records of the court, Mr. Singh. Check the records of the court.
No,
Mr. Singh, you're a liar and you know that.
Before the court, it is admissible.
It's a sad thing when a respected senior police officer like yourself lies to the Indian public on national television, Mr. Singh. Great pity. You should hang your head in shame.
Informing, because I'm very clear about it, that even if you commit a murder in India and go and tell the CBI officer or other police officers that
I'm very clear about it as well, Mr. Singh. You are lying.
No evidentiary value in Indian law. It is so in British law, it is so in American law, it is so in
so I want to understand.
But not in India.
I want to understand, Mr. Joginder Singh.
Yes.
By the way, one second. My research tells me that Joginder Singh, you're very angry tonight, but in July 2011, on an appearance on Times Now, you said that when you were heading the investigation in the case, you were discouraged by the political establishment at the higher levels. In other words, you were under pressure, sir. I want to know who put you under pressure. TSR Subramaniam, I will come to you next. One second. One second, sir. I am going to open up this case.
I never accepted anybody's pressure.
Well, there was pressure.
Political pressure which led to the Lascivians being released.
Okay. So then I want you to tell me who put you under pressure.
Being released here, pardoned by the president or so.
Who put you under pressure? Who pressurized you?
Might have said that in that context.
No, who pressurized you?
It's up to the government here. They are the final authority.
Who pressurized you?
No, nobody pressurized. I'm telling you, I could only draw inference here. Later on in 2004...
No, what is the inference? You said you were under pressure. Who pressurized you?
You see, nobody pressurized me. I don't accept any pressure.
No, but then why did you say you were under pressure at the higher levels?
I said there is no case worth pursuing even now with Kim Davy.
TSR Subramaniam, your view on this one. TSR Subramaniam,
why pick on me?
TSR Subramaniam, your view on this one. We'll get more detail. TSR Subramaniam, what's going on?
Well, Arnab, I don't know why you called me for this particular thing, because two people who know a lot about this case, Bleach and Joginder Singh, are both sitting right next to you. I really have nothing to contribute. But time and again we have this phenomenon. This happened with Anderson in Bhopal after the Bhopal tragedy.
Exactly.
30 years later we are trying to extradite him. Kim Davy 25 years later. Now evidence is unlike good wine, doesn't age well. It has very quick half-life. It dies out, inverse square law, it dies out very, very quickly. For example, in the Kunda case in UP last week, well, it is a policeman was killed. In 72 hours, they should have cracked the case. Now it's gone to CBI. For the next 5 years, we'll be inquiring into this matter. I don't know anything about this particular case. I have nothing to say. I have only two comments to make on this. We have a new CBI director. Maybe he has some new information. Hopefully, he will pursue it. How successfully after 18, 20 years, I do not know.
Well, we'll speed it up. We'll have to put the pressure.
Number one. Yes, we should try in every case. And on the same theme, maybe what the new CBI director is doing, possibly, that all the old cases he's trying to see, is there still some life left? You see, going back to the archives,
the man is there. Of course, there is life left, Mr. TSR Subramaniam. Kim Davy is a know-it-all. If the question is, do you want to get him to India? 1 second, Mohammed Salim, do you think Joginder Singh is hiding something? Do you think Joginder Singh is hiding something?
I'm not hiding anything.
Yes, of course.
No, sir, I never hide anything.
Yes, of course. And he is the person, I have nothing personal against him, but we remember his famous smile when he brought the papers of Bofors as director, and that time also he was wearing that smile on television camera, and today also we found it. And last time when he said that he did it under pressure, and now he's saying no, but we found that the CBI did nothing. And it's actually, instead of revealing the facts, they were just hiding the information. And time and again when we raised this in Parliament, not only in the court, but the answer came that they are after Mr. Kim Davy. And of course, the case was not pursued properly, because now the accused himself is saying that they are co-accusing the government establishment. And unfortunately, we are listening from Mr. Peter Bleach, and maybe Kim Davy also say the same thing, because the government of the day at that point of time was in collaborating this entire operation, and that's why Kim Davy was allowed to walk out of the Mumbai airport. and Mr. Peter Bleach and Kim Davy could revisit the country after dropping the arms case when the newspaper reported the entire thing, because they knew nobody is going to touch them here. And now after
Peter
18
Bleach,
years of the case, we found
Peter Bleach is the a member of is the leader of the Communist Party of India, Marxist, correct when he says that you had got some kind of an assurance from the central government in India that you would not be touched?
Yes, I couldn't hear the honourable gentleman speaking, so all I can hear is your synopsis there. I didn't receive such an assurance, but my understanding is that Kim Davy did receive an assurance that he would be looked after, and the person that would look after him was J.K. Dutt, who at that stage was a deputy director with the CBI. That is my understanding. I personally didn't receive any assurance.
1 second. Now this is getting very interesting. I want to get Peter Bleach and Joginder Singh back into the debate. Joginder Singh, do you believe that Peter Bleach is correct when he says that this was an attempt to destabilize the Jyoti Basu government, the CPM government which was in power, so that president's rule could be declared in West Bengal? Remember the historical time. 1 second. Joginder Singh, at that time the left party looked unassailable. They had more than 15 years in power in Bengal. What is your hunch? You followed the story. Do you believe that's true?
No.
Joginder Singh?
I have followed the story.
Yes.
I don't think this kind of indication was given to the CBI, at least. I can tell you with all any guard you can think of it. So far as J.K. Dutt is concerned, I am prepared to say he was straight as a ramrod. He was one of the DIGs, later on became IG under me. And I don't think he would do any of this kind of thing which is alleged against him.
Then why did you cover up
and
Peter
such
Bleach's
assurance
statement?
is given by a CBI official.
Why did
no
the
meaning.
cover-up happen then?
It is a government level.
Joginder Singh, why did the cover-up happen?
Gee.
Why did you cover up the case, Joginder
No, there has
Singh?
been no cover-up. There has been
You
no
covered
cover-up.
up the case,
Tell
Joginder
me
Singh.
anybody, no sir, anybody who wanted to give evidence, did the CBI stop him from giving the evidence here?